What it is, Tube, you welcome back to the channel, ladies and gents. Today's little video, man, I'll be giving you my first impressions, second impressions, third impressions. Hell, I don't know how many impressions there's been on these here Mickey Thompson ET Street R's. I cannot stress enough how good these freaking tires are, especially for these big ass boats, man. Like, the Nitos are cool, don't get me wrong. The Nitos are cool, but they do not provide near the consistency of these here ET Street R's. Like, I went out, you guys saw the freaking video I posted not too long ago with the quarter-mile testing, was with these Street R's right here, and they just hook, they just bite. It is insane. Whether you're 700, 800, 900, 1100 wheel horsepower, ET Street R's 9 times out of 10 is what you're probably running. And if you want to get to those power levels and put the power down safely, I highly recommend you look into a set of these. Now, these are 17s on a 17-inch wheel, obviously. I have seen some of those high horsepower dudes run 18s, but most of the ones that go past, 800, 900 wheel horsepower, the guys who are running, 4 digits, they're usually already stepped up to a 15. And lucky for you, if you're shooting for freaking 4-digit numbers, they do make a 15 in this tire. So I got no complaints, man. You guys saw the freaking video. These things just hook. Second gear on the street is just the way to go. I don't have any prep or anything like that, so I can't give you any, track times or track data with these specific tires. But when I took my old Hellcat, you guys saw how well that thing did. I was able to take an M5 out of the hole. I don't know what he did wrong, but he should have out-launched me or at least been close to me. But I was able to get pretty damn close to his launch, and somehow, some way, I stayed out in front of that tuned, full bolt-on M5. Now, what sizes and all that jazz that you go with? This right here is a 50 series tire on this here wide body. There's no rubbing, anything like that, as long as you have the right offset wheel. Let's step over here real quick. Boop, boop. Now this here is a 55 series tire. See right there? Boop, boop. 315, 55, 17. That right there is a 315, 50, 17. And this one's just slightly taller, and you can see with the last owner, there has been some rubbing right there and right there. You see, yeah, he got this side real good. A lot of rubbing with the 50 series tire. So if you don't want to do any cutting or run any spacers or anything like that, just get the 50 series tire. Now this here is a freaking narrow body wheel, so you're gonna have a lot of cutting, hammering, and whatever other modifications you need to do to get a freaking 55 to fit. I was able to get a 50 to fit on my 2019 narrow body, so not too terrible, but I just would not recommend going with the 55 if you're on a narrow body. Just stick with the 50, man. It's more than enough to put the freaking power down. Now, if you do want to roll with the 55 tire, just know it's a slightly taller tire. I'm not sure exactly what that does to the ratios or anything, but for a lot of guys out there, this is just going to be way too much tire. Just stick with the freaking 315 50s or the 305 45s. And if you just want to step up to a bigger tire, the 50 series should be where to go. And if you just need a 55 series in your tire in your life, then sure, go ahead and try them. Just know that I warned you that they're going to rub. They even rub on the wide bodies. Granted, I tried that with this freaking narrow body wheel, so I haven't tried I believe you can get away with the 55 series on a wide body. Only issue you're going to run into is the tire being too tall. So judging from here, you see we still got plenty of space on this front side. You see that? And when I stick my hand around the back side, I still feel plenty of clearance back there and everything. So if you're looking for a tire, the 315 50s are more than a freaking enough, especially if you stand near or at stock power levels. If you go beyond that, it'll still be more than capable enough. And if you just want a taller tire, then go ahead and try out the 55s. But if you're standing near or at stock levels, the 55 tire is just too much power, or just too much tire for our power levels. Like there's no need to run a tire that freaking big. You're probably going to slow yourself down. That's how much tire it is. Like that's how much of a difference it is. It might not make much of a difference, but on the top end, you're probably going to see it. Like I said, I don't know. I didn't run it. I literally tested it out, drove it around the block a couple of times, and I was able to, get it out there, get it out to the road, take some pictures with the 55 series, and there was some slight rubbing, but that is a narrow body wheel, and I was running the spacer. So if you get the wide body spec wheels, you shouldn't have any interference or rubbing issues with the 55s. But if you don't want to have any problems at all, just get a freaking 50 and you'll be good to go. I guarantee it, man. Like, just 40 rolls, 20 rolls, 60 rolls, it doesn't matter. These tires freaking hook. And if you get to a track on a prep surface, it's gonna be even better. Like I said, I took my 2019 to the track and I only made 2 passes, but those 2 passes, I didn't spin it off. And if you do spin, it's probably the track prep. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Like, these are some damn good tires. If you got a nice, fresh set of sticky Mickeys, you shouldn't be spinning on a prep surface. Unless you just make way too much damn power. And in that case, you need to do something with your launching. You got to practice some throttle management, damn it. The tires can't save you all the way. Like, you have to do some type of driving. But as I said, daily use, these Nitto 55 R2s are not a bad tire. They are more than great for daily use. 8, 10, 20 times better than the OEM stuff, but still nowhere near nowhere near as good as these ET Street Rs. Granted, it's not exactly a fair comparison because this is a 50 series tire and this is only a 35, I believe. Oh, 30? 35. Where we at? I don't remember the own size of my tires. 35. It's only a 35 series. And they make these, you can get these for wide bodies in 305 and 315. But I went with the 305s because that's what I have all around anyway. Next time I'll probably try out the 315s, or I might get the ET Street SS from Mickey Thompson, because I always wanted to try the 55 R2s. Now that I got to try them and see how good they are, life expectancy, you know, not too long, just like with any radial tires. So I'm gonna take these off here shortly. I'll only put them on just these couple of days to get a couple pictures, you know, videos and stuff like that. You know, got to do it for the gram. So just pictures, videos, and went out and did a couple of quarter-mile hits and some 0 to 60 testing. That's about it. Just on the street stuff. Just have a little fun. And life expectancy is gonna be short. That's just the way. If you use these on the regular and you're a weekend warrior, don't expect these to last, you know, 5, 6, 7,000 miles. Like, you just won't do it. Now, if you daily drive it and you only put it up there for show, you don't plan on going to the track, and you just wanted the extra traction, okay, then you can get them to last a while. However, over that time, the tires start to harden, they start to stiffen up. You know, they're not as sticky and soft as they once were when they were nice and brand new. So you're gonna run into, you know, performance degradation over time if you keep the tires that freaking long. So just, if you get the tires, freaking use them what they're supposed to be used for. Like, they're not meant to be, you know, daily drove all times of the year and shit like that and last 80,000 freaking miles. Like, this is not the type of tire at all. If you want to do that stuff, get the freaking 55 R2. Like, it's not gonna last as long as, say, the OEM tires would, but if you want the extra grip, 55 R2 is more than capable for you. If you're a weekend warrior, whoa, the damn police. That was the damn police. What the hell? But if you're out here a weekend warrior, you want to make extra power, you want to put it down safely, ET Street Rs, man, I can't say enough good things about these tires. Like I said, you saw the video. If that's not evidence enough of the capability of these tires, I don't know what is, man. I don't know what is. You guys have seen the tons of races that I've done, and you saw what I did on those Hoosiers. It was not a good time on those Hoosiers. And then the second that I switched over back to the Mickey Thompsons, I went to destroying everything that I lined up against with my old Hellcat. So that's how great of a tire this is. If you guys use the Hoosiers, I don't know what you guys are doing right, but maybe send some tips my way, because they just did not hook up for me. They did not last long for me. They freaking were unstable as hell at highway speeds. These things, they hook, they bite, the car stays straight. I have no complaints at all, other than they're hard as hell to balance. And that's why I didn't even bother with balancing them. You see, there's no weights in there. So they are hard as hell to balance. There's some big ass tires, and you're gonna have a shit ton of weights up there if you try to balance them. Hell, but that's it. That's all. It's your first time stopping by, like, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you guys get notifications when these videos go up. So to the Instagram channel, low through service slow, all one word. I'll put it down in the description, man. Until next time, 2B, I'm out. Peace.